As a black man, I'm used to having eyes on me, and I've never felt like this in my entire life. Within a few days of posting the shirt story, if you would, I've received hate mail, death threats. People will say, oh, he's the N-word, or he's this, or he's that, go hang yourself. People don't actually understand things unless you somehow try to turn a mirror on them or ask them to walk in other people's shoes. My first reaction to the shirt was actually a guy who thought it was a Redskins shirt, I imagine, because his first thing he said to me was, "Go Skins." So, like any New Yorker, I simply said, nah. And he responded by calling me an asshole and kept walking. An older white woman actually stopped me and asked me why I was wearing this shirt. And I said to her, "What's the problem with the shirt?" She said, "It's disrespectful. Why are you wearing such a disrespectful shirt?" So I responded and said, "If it was the actual team shirt or some other apparel from the team, would you be mad?" She said, "No, because that's the logo and that's the brand, so I wouldn't be mad." There's a group of white guys across the street looking at me, no big deal, as they're walking across. One of them points at me, and then after that, they start posturing as if they're gonna come over to me. And one of the guys actually stopped the rest of the other two guys and I guess told them it's not that serious and to keep on walking. It was quite a surprise that seemingly people were ready to come have some type of actual altercation with me over my shirt. Caucasians is not a derogatory term. The image of a white man is not disparaging. There's no negative thing about the shirt. As opposed to the Redskins, that's an actual racial slur. The image of a Native American with red skin is actually disparaging. But if you're a white person in America or globally, you've never felt this before. So even if it's not a one-for-one, there's still a level of you don't have a right to do it, as if people of color, people from certain marginalized communities don't have the agency or space to make you feel the exact same way. How dare they have the audacity? There's been a ton of debate and discourse in the thread and just online in numerous articles. I wrote an opinion piece about the event as well. There was a poll in a major news outlet that said that 9 out of 10 Native Americans don't care about the name. The poll was then debunked by 2 other major news outlets, but people are still using that poll as a way of solidifying and reaffirming their point that Native Americans don't care. And now there are numerous Native Americans coming out saying they do care, and they have organizations dedicated to changing these names, and people are still saying it doesn't matter, we're telling you you don't care. So it's an excellent analogous to what we're dealing with in this country. You have one side who doesn't want to listen at all. There is no way but their way, and it's fueled by a lot of hatred, a lot of anger, and the level and the extent that they'll go to make their points and move their agenda forward is sometimes life-threatening. And then you have another side that's trying to be heard and trying to have this level of political correctness, if you would, and it's not necessarily working because the other side is louder and they're just spewing things that unless you're going to do the same thing and act with the same hatred, you can't fight, can't win that. These are the messages I want to get across, and I think that there's not enough of us doing that right now. So if I can be one of the people to lead the charge, I'm going to be that. The reaction to the shirt has been disappointing, but not unexpected. I try my best to believe in people. I try my best to believe in America. Oftentimes, I see that America doesn't necessarily believe in me, doesn't believe in my community, doesn't believe in the communities like mine that have been marginalized and downtrodden and just trying to survive oftentimes. I hope that one day a reaction to that shirt will be different. I hope one day that shirt doesn't have to exist. I hope that we're not having these conversations one day, but while we are, I hope that finally people are willing to listen and that reactions will change over the next few years.